Welcome to kindergarten. My name is Jennifer Schultz and I am one of the kindergarten teachers at Westwood. I know you've been preparing for this huge milestone for a very long time, but never in your wildest imagination did you ever think we would have to be talking about masks, social distancing, and a pandemic. Things may look a little different this year, but kindergarten is still an exciting, wonderful milestone. We hope this video will provide some information to help ease your worries as we prepare to start school. We are working hard to make the transition to school as smooth as possible. We are offering tours so you and your child can see our school. Please sign up for a tour if you have not already done so. The sign up was in Mrs. Nanny's recent newsletter. Your child's teacher will be administering some beginning of the year assessments individually. Further details about that will be coming home soon. We look forward to welcoming you and your child to the WestG family. Please reach out to Mrs. Nanny or your child's teacher if you have any further questions or there's anything else that we can do to make this transition better for you. Whether we work remotely or in class, remember, we will get through this. A great big WestG welcome to the class of 2033.
Hello, my name's Mary Beth Alley, and I'm one of the kindergarten teachers at Westwood Elementary this year. And I get the job of talking to you about self-help skills for your child. And one of the first skills that we're going to talk about is something we've never had to talk about before, and that is wearing of the mask. If your child hasn't had a mask on recently, we suggest giving it a try, practicing it at home, and so they know how to put it on and how to take it off. Another thing is maybe bringing 2 to 3 masks to school, because as you know, little kids, they're going to get a little moist perhaps, and let them know if it's starting to feel uncomfortable, that's a good time to change their mask. They also tend to sneeze, and sometimes sneezes get a little away from them, and if that's one time too, they need to know how to go ahead and get a new mask. Speaking of sneezing and stuff, please help your child learn how to blow their nose. I know as a parent and a grandparent, I tend to want to get in there and help them out so it's not too yicky, but at school they really need to know how to take care of the whole process from blowing to wiping to washing their hands. So at home, again, after they blow their nose, have them wash their hands, and we'll be good with that one. The other thing we want to talk about, and we just touched on a little bit, is washing hands, and nowadays that's more important than it's ever been before. So talk to them about the tops of their hands, the bottoms in between, and some kids are even singing a little song along with it. So if you can do that, that would be great. The other topic that shows up in kindergarten a lot is using the bathroom. And at school, we do have bathrooms, and some of the classrooms have them in there, and the other ones, they go to the main hallway. But make sure that your child can do and undo their pants by themselves. A lot of times little kids wait until the very last minute, and then we ended up getting the dance of desperation. And if they can't get their pants undone, the little dance of desperation usually turns to a little puddle on the floor. And then we have cleanup on aisle 5. So if you'd like to make sure that their clothes, they can get in and out of them by themselves, that's great. We do have a change of clothes in the clinic, not always their size. So if you'd like to put a change of clothes in the bottom of their backpack, that's really helpful, and we can do that. Let's see, our last thing, tying shoes. If your child does not know how to tie their shoes yet, and by that I mean tying them tightly that they'll stay tied, please consider Velcro shoes or slip-ons. One, it's sort of a safety hazard. They're tripping on them. And you know those little shoelaces are going into the bathroom, they're going out of the bathroom, and a lot of little germs get on them. And sometimes if there's a knot in their shoe, they put it in their mouth to try to untie it. So just for sanitary and health reasons, we'd like you to have them wear slip-ons or Velcros. So I think I've covered everything from their nose to their toes, and I hope this information helps you out. Thank you.
Hi boys and girls, my name's Mrs. Redmond. I'm a kindergarten teacher here at Westwood, and I'm super excited to meet you. I'm going to talk to you guys today about Google Classroom and how you get signed in. So moms and dads, this is a little more for you. You should have received information in the mail about Infinite Campus and OneView. Your child's login is their 33.firstname.lastname@WestG, and their password is their student ID number, which could be found in Infinite Campus. If you did not receive any of this information, please call Pam at Westwood, and she will help get these things set up for you. I look forward to meeting all you, and we're going to have a great school year. Bye, boys and girls.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Hinkle. I teach kindergarten. Today I'm going to talk to you about your child's lunch options. They have 2 options. They can either buy or pack. If your child is going to buy, by, they need to know their last name. That's how they're going to order their meal. And this year there will be no lunch line. Students will have their lunches delivered to them. The students really need to practice opening their items. I know this is extremely hard for kindergarten age. However, we want to limit touching their objects. Things like straws, twist drinks, or even Go-Gurts. If we open it, then we're touching what's going to go in their mouth. So really spend some extra time these 3 weeks and have them practice opening everything that they're going to either be buying or bringing with them. Okay, thanks.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Todd. I'm a kindergarten teacher here at Westwood, and I'm going to be talking about two different topics. I'm going to talk about the bus, and I'm going to talk about KRA testing. So I'm going to read off my notes. I apologize, but I will look up as well. So if your child's riding the bus this year, it's going to look slightly different because the kids are going to be asked to wear masks, and they are going to spread out on the bus. We believe it's going to be 1 to a seat, possibly 2 if there's a sibling on the bus with your child. Make sure that your child knows his or her last name and first name. So they should be able to answer the question, what's your name, with first and last name. I know it sounds simple, but some kids don't know that. So practice that. Maybe role play at home. Pretend you're the bus driver, ask them their name. If they can recognize their house, that's great. If they know the color of their house, that's also helpful as well. If your child's going to be a pickup and not ride the bus on some days, they do need to send in a written note. So if your child rides the bus every day, great. You may have a day where you need to pick them up, and it's very helpful if you make that decision in the morning before you leave, because if you tell your child you might pick them up, then there's confusion at the end of the day. We definitely don't want the kids to be upset at the end of the day. So maybe make a decision in the morning together about the pickup plans for the day. So if you do send in the written note, remind your child to give that right to the classroom teacher when they arrive, so we can send that down to the office. Now, there might be times midday where you do have to change your transportation, and we ask that you don't email the teacher directly, because sometimes we don't get to check our emails right away, and we don't want to miss that email. So if you contact the office about a change of transportation, they'll get that information down to us in our classroom. So we really appreciate that. We like the end of the day to be as smooth as possible. Also, you're going to be getting a tag that your child's going to be wearing. We call them a bus tag. And it's really important that you have that tag on every single day. It could be on a lanyard, it could be pinned to the backpack. You can laminate it even if you want it to be more durable. I say at least for 2 weeks you would have that tag. So what you're going to do is on there you'll write your child's full name, your address, of the place they're going at the end of the day. So let's say your child doesn't come home at the end of the day, they go to a daycare center. So what you'd want to do is write the daycare center, like Miss Pat's Daycare. Our drivers will know that address, but write Miss Pat's Daycare, write the days they go. If it's Monday through Friday, you could put that on there. If it's just Tuesday, Thursday, you could write that on there as well. So let's say they go home 3 days a week, you would write the home address then and the daycare name and the days that they attend. So we have that really clearly written on that tag. We do have extra tags. If you lose one or you didn't get one, just let us know and we'll provide you with another one. But that tag is so important for teachers. So please try to remember day one when we return to have that tag ready to go. Let's see if there's anything else for bus. If your child, if you have any questions about transportation, teachers cannot typically answer those questions, so you would need to contact the transportation department. So we can give you that information if you need it, but that's who you would need to call to resolve bus issues with the director of transportation. And I think, I just want to end with kids mostly love riding the bus. So if you're concerned about it, most kids really do enjoy riding it. If there is ever a problem that you have on the bus, they should talk to the driver when they get off, or if they tell you, you could talk to the driver yourself, or the classroom teacher could also help. So hopefully that'll all be smooth sailing though. All right, KRA is the next topic I'm talking about. The KRA is an assessment tool for all kindergarten kids that are entering public school. And it's given at the start of the year by the classroom teacher. It's given one-on-one. And what it basically does, it helps the teachers get to know your child better. So KRA, if I didn't say, is a kindergarten readiness assessment. That's what it stands for. The teacher's going to be asking your child to complete 4 parts. One is language and literacy, then there's math, social foundations, and physical well-being and motor development. So those are the 4 areas. And your child will be asked to do maybe 3 different things. They can select an answer from a question that the teacher asks, or they can perform a task that the teacher asks, or they might just be observed by the teacher when they're at school. So what's going to happen, we'll get like a final report of all that data, and it's going to really help families and teachers to partner together to help your child succeed in kindergarten. So that's my part, and welcome to Westwood.
Hi, my name is Gina Katniss. I will be teaching kindergarten this year. This will be my 20th year at West Geauga Schools. I could not be more excited to be here at Westwood, so I would like to welcome you to the kindergarten family. I am briefly going to discuss the academic portion of this video. First, please do your best to keep up on all assignments. We know life gets in the way and things happen, and we totally understand. So please reach out to any of us if you are struggling or need help. Obviously, at the beginning of kindergarten, letter identification, letter sound, counting, and number ID are very important. We move quickly, so please make sure to practice the above each night. Our curriculum consists of our reading program, Making Meanings, and small guided reading groups. We teach Haggerty and Foundations, which is our phonemic awareness and phonics program. Lucy Calkins is our writing program, and Bridges is our math program. You will see poetry and sight words intertwined with both. Please make sure you are reading to your child each night. Have them practice writing their name and writing their letters. Please bear with us if we have any setbacks with the technology portion of the online learning. Be patient and always reach out to your child's classroom teacher first. This is going to be a great year despite all the circumstances we are under, so please stay positive. The methods have changed, but our vision will remain. So take care, and we look forward to meeting you in person.